Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Presidential Did You Know with me, Rory Carson. In today's video, I will be discussing our 32nd president, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt was born on January 30th, 1882, in Hyde Park, New York. Did you know that the presidency runs in the family? That's right. Franklin Roosevelt was distantly related to 11 other presidents.
That's right! He was directly related to Theodore Roosevelt as his fifth cousin and distantly related to Zachary Taylor, John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Ulysses S. Grant, William Henry Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, William Howard Taft, Martin Van Buren, and George Washington.
Wow, no wonder he became president because it runs in the family. And a kind of weird fact is that Roosevelt was distantly related to his own wife, Eleanor Roosevelt. That's right. Eleanor Roosevelt was Theodore Roosevelt's niece, and Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt were fifth cousins. Whoa. Did you know that FDR is the reason that the 22nd Amendment exists? That's right. Although George Washington set the precedent for having 2 terms in office, that rule was never official. Many presidents before FDR attempted to run for a third term and unfortunately didn't have success, so it wasn't much of a problem to have an amendment limiting the presidency to only 2 terms. FDR was able to run 4 times because the timing felt right and he was what the country needed during the 12 years in which he was president. He led the country through the Great Depression and also most of World War II, and at the time people felt that he was kind of like a king, and he was what the country needed at the time. The 22nd Amendment was ratified in 1951 when there was speculation that 33rd President and FDR's successor, Harry S. Truman, would try to run for a third term in 1952, which was the next election year. As president, you have to keep up with what is happening in the world and often have to travel overseas. Did you know that FDR was the first president to fly in a plane? That's right. In 1943, when air travel was very dangerous, he became the first president to fly overseas on a plane. He traveled to Casablanca, Morocco, for a conference with Winston Churchill. Before then, he would mostly ride the train across the country to meet with leaders and have diplomatic meetings. I'm Rory Carson, and that is your Presidential Did You Know?